Hi children, today you are going to learn 10th class, 4th chapter. It is a pair of linear equations in two variables. In that, exercise number 4.2. Before going to be exercise number 4.2, let us know that in how many methods we can solve a pair of linear equation in two variables. We can solve in the three methods. This can solve in the three methods. The first one is graphical method. Graphical method, that means graphical representation method. This we have learned in the exercise number 4.1, how to represent a pair of linear equation into variable by the graphs. How to find out the solutions. Then the next one is substitution method. Substitution method. Substitution method. Substitution method. The third one is elimination method. The third one is elimination method. So, in these three methods, we will solve a pair of linear equations in two variables. So, here in the first exercise, already we have learned about how to represent the pair of linear equation in two variables by graphical method. Let us know the substitution method and elimination method today. I will give an introduction. Let's go for this. We have completed. Next, we will go for the second one, substitution method. Let me take an example. Very simple method, but we need to be understand what is the concept actually. Let us take one example like x plus y equal to 25. Suppose I am taking an equation. This is equation number 1. Now let me take 2x plus 3y equal to 15. This is equation number 2. Now let us find out the x value and y value by using substitution method. This one you can also find out by the graphical representation method also. So what kind of graphical representation will get? See here 1x and 1y. That means 1 by 2. a1 by a2 equal to 1 by 2. b1 by b2 equal to 1 by 3. a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. So these linear equations will make a pair of linear equation in two variable makes a intersection lines will get one solution. That solution we are going to be find out by the substitution method here. Later we will go for the elimination method with the same example. Let us see we get the same answer or not. In these three methods, you solve a pair of linear equation two variable, you get the same answer always. In the graphical method, whatever answer you get, in these two methods also we get the same answer. So let us see now. First, what we need to do it for this? Very simple, that you take any one equation from equation number 1, suppose. From equation number 1. What we take, let us, what is it is? X plus y equal to 25. No? So, any one of the variable completely you transfer to the other side. Any one. So, what we do it? Let us transfer the y. So, what happens? X equal to 25 minus y. So, what happened? X value you got it now. The x value is 25 minus y. This x value 25 minus y you substitute in the equation number 2. Simple. Okay. Let us substitute x equal to 25 minus y in equation number 2. What is equation number 2? 2x plus 3y equal to 15. So x value is what? 25 minus y, no? 2 into 25 minus y into plus 3y equal to 15. Now what happens? See, now here the first equation we took it, we made it is equal to x. That means we made one variable should be the left side and remaining terms should be the right side. Then after that this x equal to 25 minus 1. We got it from the equation number 1, no? This we got it from the equation number 1. So this x value you have to substitute in other equation, that is in equation number 2. Now after substituting, what you can find? See, now x completely eliminated. Only we have got a linear equation in the terms of y. మనకు y లోనే వచ్చేసింది. ఏం చేసాం? x y రెండు అన్నోన్ ఉంటే ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయలేదు. సో ఏం చేసాం? x ను తీసుకొని ఈక్వేషన్ నెంబర్ 2 లో సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేస్తే మొత్తం y టర్మ్స్ లో వచ్చేసింది. ఓన్లీ ఇన్ ద టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ y వచ్చింది. అంటే ఒకటే వేరియబుల్ ఉంది కనుక ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయొచ్చు. సో we made it in the 2 variable into 1 variable. 1 variable convert చేసాం. 2 into 25 it is a 50 minus 2 into 25 it is 50 minus 2 into y is 2y plus there is a 3y equal to 50. This 50 we transfer this side. 3y minus 2y is 1y. This 15 minus here it is 50 plus 50 become minus 50. So y equal to you get minus 35. Y equal to you get minus 35. Okay, this we give as equation number 3. Suppose y, this y value directly we can substitute here so that we get a x value. So let us substitute. Always we substitute in this method. That's why it's called as a substitution method. Substitute in equation number 3. So what is the equation number 3? X equal to 25 minus y. So where x equal to 25 minus y value is what? Minus 35. Minus, here y value is minus 35. X equal to 25 minus into minus plus 35. X equal to, it is a 60. Therefore x comma y is equal to 60 comma minus 35. 60 comma minus 35. This is what substitution method. Very simple. ఒక ఈక్వేషన్ తీసుకోండి, దాన్ని x ఈక్వల్ టు లేదా y ఈక్వల్ టు అని రాసుకోండి. ఏ ఈక్వేషన్ నుంచి ఇది రాసుకున్నాం దాన్ని ఇంకొక ఈక్వేషన్లో సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయాలి. అప్పుడు మనకు ఏదో ఒక వాల్యూ, ఇప్పుడు x ఈక్వల్ టు అని రాసుకుంటే మీకు y వాల్యూ వస్తుంది. ఇది y ఈక్వల్ టు అని రాసేసుకుంటే ఇక్కడ x వాల్యూ వస్తుంది. సింపుల్. ఒక వాల్యూ వచ్చిందంటే ఇంకో వాల్యూ ఈజీగా ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయొచ్చు. వెరీ ఈజీ సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్ మెథడ్. And you remember the substitution method answer you got is a 60 comma minus 35. You got a solution 60 comma minus 35 in the substitution method. Okay, if you represent this in the graphical method also, they intersect each other. The two lines will be intersect each other at 60 comma minus 35 in the graphs. So now we go for the same examples with the elimination method. Let us see, in the elimination method we get the same answer or we get a different answers. So here we have to see that in the elimination method either these coefficients are equal or not. What coefficient? Here x coefficients and y coefficients, are they equal? See, x coefficient 1, here 2, here y coefficient 1, here it is 3. So they are not equal. So what we need to do it, let us make any one of the coefficients equal. Let me go for x coefficients equal. X coefficient equal చేయాలంటే ఇక్కడ ఉన్న coefficients ఇక్కడ మల్టిప్లై చేయండి. ఇక్కడ ఏముంది 1, nothing but that with 1 we multiply here. Simple. Now nothing but 2 into x is 2x, 2 into y is 2y, that is 2 into 25 also, that is 50. Now 1 into 2x is 2x, 1 into 3y is 3y, 1 into 15 is 50. Now we have to multiply with minus to the second equation because to cancel this both. Now 2y minus 3y is minus y equal to 50 minus 15. 50 minus 15 is 35. So minus y equal to 35, no? Then y equal to what? Minus 35. ఎలా వస్తుంది? On the both the side you multiply with minus, minus into minus plus, here it is minus 35. In that way you will get it. Okay, then this y equal to minus 35 you substitute in the equation number 1 or in the equation number 2. Okay, let us substitute y equal to minus 35 in equation number 1. What is the equation number 1 here? X plus y equal to 25. So x plus y value is what? Minus 35 equal to 25. Plus into minus is minus. So x minus 35 equal to 25. This minus 35 you transfer this side. X equal to 25 plus 35. X equal to it is 60. See that? Now else we got it. X comma y value equal to 60 comma minus 35. 60 comma minus 35. So here also you got a answer that x value, that is 60 comma minus y value is minus 35. I hope you understood that these three methods are very important. In the substitution method, graphical method and elimination method, we get the same answer always. So a pair of linear equation in two variables we can solve in three methods. Remember these three methods: graphical method, substitution method and elimination method. Now we go for exercise problems now. In the exercise problems, we always prefer for elimination method. I'll always go for elimination method. Now all the problems of exercise number 4.2 I'll solve in only elimination method. Try to understand. You can also go for substitution method if you feel okay with that. Okay, then the question number 1 is that from the 4.2, from the pair of linear equation, for each of the following problems find their solutions. So here the ratio of incomes of 2%. The ratio of incomes of 2 persons 9:7, and the ratio of their expenditures 4:2. If they each of them manage to save 2000 rupees per month, then find the monthly incomes. So there are two persons. So their incomes are in the ratio 9:7. Okay. Then expenditures are in the ratio 4:3. Then each of them managed to save 2000 rupees per month. Then we have to find out what is their monthly income. So here we have to understand one thing, that here income minus expenditure equal to saving. Total income minus expenditure equal to saving. Total వచ్చిన salary నుంచి expenditure for their needs, if you subtract we get savings. So here we write that we go for the question number 1 solutions. That so the ratio of the incomes, of two persons equal to 9:7. Same now the ratio of expenditure of same two persons equal to 4:3. Now each of them has to saving. The savings equal to, therefore saving for month equal to rupees 2000. So this is what they have given actually. So what we need to find out, their monthly incomes we need to find out. We don't know what is incomes, exact incomes, but the incomes are in the ratio 9:7. So here let us assume that the incomes of a persons, of the two persons equal to x. Incomes of the two persons we assume like a x, like a 9x and 7x, because it is 9:7 no? So 9x and 7x. Then the incomes the expenditure of the persons, of the two persons, what will be the expenditures? The expenditures we assume like a y, so it is a 4y and 3y. It is a 4:3. So now according to the problem, it is very important now, according to the problem or according to the sum, we can write anything. According to the problem, we know that income minus expenditure equal to saving. Yes, income minus expenditure equal to saving. Income minus expenditure equal to saving. Then incomes are what here? 9x. First person's income, first person expenditure. Second person income, second person expenditure. So 9x minus 4y equal to rupees 2000. Next here 7x minus 3y equal to rupees 2000. This is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. Here we understood that how to make a pair of linear equation in the two variable or the word problem. Now let us solve this problem. See here, from here I will start because I need a place to solve. So here it is a 9x minus 4y equal to rupees 2000 and here 7x minus 3y equal to also rupees 2000. Now let us observe the x coefficients are different, y coefficients are different. So what we need to do it simple. Now any one of the coefficient, let us make it equal. So I will take this y coefficient, I will make it equal because it is 4 and 3 very small numbers. It is very easy to multiply with the small numbers. You can also make x coefficients are equal, no problem. ఇప్పుడు y coefficient equal చేద్దాం. Y coefficient equal చేద్దాం. 3 9s are 27x minus 3 4s are 12y equal to rupees 3 2s are 6, that means 6000. 3 into 2000 6000. 4 7s are 28x minus 4 3s are 12y equal to rupees 4 2s are 8000. Now see here minus 12y minus 12y. Y coefficients are equal, but we cannot cancel it. So we will multiply with minus to the second equation. So we can cancel here minus 12y and plus 12. Here what we get, see 27 minus 28, that means minus x. 27 minus 28 is minus 1x. That equal to here minus rupees 2000. 6000 minus 8000. 6000 minus 8000 is minus 2000. Minus minus get cancel. X equal to rupees 2000. X equal to rupees 2000. Then let us substitute x equal to minus 2, x equal to rupees 2000 in equation number 1. What is equation number 1 here? Let us take either you can substitute in the equation number 1 or in the equation number 2. So here 9x minus 4y equal to rupees 2000. X value is 2000, no? 9 into, so y values are not required. They asked only what is their incomes. It is not required, my children. Why? They asked only what is their incomes. Incomes we assume like a x, no? So if you find out the 9x, you get income of the first person. Then if you find out the 7x value, it is the income of the second person. Therefore we can find out the income of the first person. The income of the first person equal to 9 into x. That means see 9 into rupees 2000. That equal to rupees 18,000. Yeah. Therefore, the income of the second person equal to 7x. That is 7 into rupees 2000. That is rupees 40,000. It did not ask about expenditures. So we don't go for the finding expenditures. Only we need a incomes. Now we go for second question. I hope you have taken a screenshot of this. That's why I went out. The side of the book. Easily you can take a screenshot and continue the class side. Okay. Then second question solution. Let us see the what is second question. This you have done many times in your previous classes. Let me go for that. The sum of two-digit numbers and the numbers obtained by reversing of the digits is a 66. The sum of two-digit number and the number obtained by reversing of the digit is 66. If the digits of the number differ by 2, find the number and how many such numbers are there. And sum of two-digit numbers. Sum of two-digit number. So you take a two-digit number, the sum of the two-digit number and the number obtained by reversing of the digits will be a 66. Then if the digits are differ by 2, ఆ digits అనేవి difference 2 ఉంటాయి. ఆల్వేస్ 2 digit numbers అంటే tens place number, ones place number ఉంటుంది. So ones place and tens place numbers and the digits reversing of digits, when you add it we get 66, and the digits ones place and tens place you subtract, you get the difference as a 2. Then we need to find out the number and how many such numbers are there, we have to do it. So here we need to go for one thing, the sum of the as given. Let's go for first. What is the tens place of the number? Let us assume, and ones place of the number, tens place of the numbers. Let us assume first. As he did not give what is two-digit number, no. Let us assume that the tens place of the number, the ones place of the number equal to x. Therefore the tens place of the number equal to y. Now see what is the question now. According to the statement he gave, the statement number 1, the sum of two-digit number, the sum of two-digit number and the number obtained by reversing of the digits. The number obtained by the number here, right? Obtained by reversing of the digits equal to 66. That means sum of two-digit number. Sum in the sense place. Two-digit number is that here ones place and tens place is there. So ones place and tens place yx, and the reversing of the digits. You make this reverse now. This yx become a xy. That equal to 66. But we need to be understand every two-digit number can be written as in the expanded form. Suppose there is a 56, we can write 50 plus 6. How you got 50 plus 6? In the sense 5 into 10 plus 6 into 1, that equal to 5 times the 50, 6 1 the 6. In this way we can write. That means every two-digit number can be represented in the form of expanded form. So let us write the expanded form now. It is in tens place, this is in ones place, y in tens place. So 10 into y, 10y plus 1 into x, 1x plus here this x in tens place, so 10 into x, 10x plus this y in ones place, so 1y equal to 66. Here you see 1x plus 10x, that is 11x plus 10y plus 1y, that is 11y equal to 66. But 11 if you take out common from this, x plus y will be left, that equal to 66. This 11 will transfer this side. So x plus y equal to 66 by 11. 11 ones are 11 six are. So x plus y equal to, you got 6. This is equation number 1. This is equation number 1 from this statement. And the digits differ by 2. The digits differ by 2. The given digits are different by, therefore the digits differ by 2. This is the second statement. For first statement we got first equation. For the second statement, see, the digits differ by 2. Here let us assume the digits differ by 2. No? Here we write difference in subtraction. We will do it x minus y equal to 2. That means the digits differ by 2. Equation number 2. Let us assume this is x is greater than y. అంటే x అనేది y కన్నా పెద్దగా ఉంది అనుకుందాం. పెద్ద దాని నుంచి చిన్నది తీసేసాం. From bigger number we have separated the smaller number. Let us assume like that. Okay. Then we got equation number 1 and 2. Now from equation number 1 to equation number 1 and 2, by using elimination process, x plus y equal to 6, x minus y equal to 2. See, x coefficients are equal, y coefficients are equal. So we have to observe now which we can cancel. You want to cancel x or y? See, if you concentrate on the y coefficients, one is plus y, the other one is minus 1. Sorry, one is plus 1 and the other one is minus 1. One is plus y, the other one is minus y. So this both we can cancel. 1x plus 1x will be 2x. Here it is 8. This 2 you transfer, x equal to 8 by 2. 2 ones are 2 fours are. So x equal to 4. Let us substitute the x equal to 4 in the equation number 1. Other than that, you can also substitute the x equal to 4 in equation number 2 also. Let us substitute x equal to 4 in equation number 1. The equation number 1 is x plus y equal to 6. 4 plus y equal to 6, then x value 4. 4 you transfer this side, y equal to 6 minus 4, then y equal to 2. Therefore x comma y is equal to 4 comma 2. Now we need to find out the 2-digit number. No? Therefore the 2-digit number is, therefore the 2-digit number is, that we have assumed like a yx. No, yx, the 2-digit number is yx, because 1's place number and 10's place number. Y is what here 2, x is what 4. So the 2-digit number is, what are those digits, and find the number. The number is, okay, x is 2 and y is 2, x is 4. Then the 2-digit number will be 24. How many such numbers are there? How many such numbers are there? There are 2 pairs of numbers. There are 2 pair of, there is a pair of numbers. There is a 2 numbers. There are 2 numbers that are 24, and reversing of the digit is 42. 24 reverse is 42. See now, you add this 24 plus 42. You add this both, 24 plus reversing of the digit is 42. You add this 24 plus 42, you will get 66. 24 plus 42 ni add cheyandi 66 వస్తుంది. differ of their digits అంటే దాన్ని డిఫర్ చేయండి అంటే సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ చేయండి. 4 minus 2, what you get? 2. So it is satisfied. Yes, once you look at this, I hope you have understood this thing. Next, we go for the third one. We go for the third one. Then the third question is the larger angle of two supplementary angles exceed by 18 degrees. The larger angle of two supplementary angles is exceed by 18 degrees. Find the angles. What is meaning of supplementary angle? If sum of two angles is 118 degrees, 180 degrees, then they are called as a supplementary angles. If sum of two angles is 180 degrees, they are called as supplementary angles. So here you see the third one. See the third one. So as is given, so the two supplementary angles. Let us assume the two supplementary angles, right? Let us. We don't know what are those angles now. Let us assume that the two supplementary angles are the two supplementary angles are x and y. X and y. So, according to the statement, we know it now. Here, according to the we go for sum of two supplementary angles equal to 180 degrees. You know that? Okay. Sum of two supplementary angles equal to 180 degrees. That means from this, add these two angles x plus y equal to 180 degrees. This is equation number 1. Then as he given the statement is, see the larger angle is exceeds by smaller. The larger angle of two supplementary angles exceed and pencil by smaller by 18. The larger angle exceeds smaller by 18 degrees. Smaller by 18 degrees. Smaller by that equal to 18 degrees. That means what will be here? Suppose the larger angle is x, then this larger angle will be equal to smaller angle. The larger angle equal to smaller angle. But what happened? Larger angle is 18 degrees more. That means y plus 18 degrees. If smaller and larger angles, if they are equal, x equal to y. But what is said? Larger angle exceeds. Larger angle ఎంత పెద్దగా ఉందంట. ఎందుకన్నా smaller దానికన్నా 18 degrees ఎక్కువ. So this is a smaller one plus 18 degrees equal to larger one. That is equation number 2. Larger one is x. Here we assume again x is greater than y. అంటే x అనేది larger angle, y అనేది smaller angle. So larger angle x that equal to smaller angle plus 18 degrees. Equation number 1, 2 we got it from equation number 1 and 2 by using elimination process. Okay, and sorry, here we did not make an equation now. Let us write the equation first. This y you transfer this side, that become minus y, x minus y. The y you transfer this side, then you will get x minus y equal to 18 degrees. That is equation number 2. X plus y equal to 180, x minus y equal to 18 degrees. From equation number 1 and 2 we get by the elimination process, that is x plus y equal to 180 degrees. Here x minus y equal to 18 degrees. Plus y minus y get cancelled. 1x plus 1x, that is 2x. 2x equal to 180 plus 80, 198 degrees. This 2 you transfer this side. So x equal to 198 degrees by 2. 2 ones are 2 nines are 18, 1 left and 2 nines are. Therefore x equal to 99 degrees, x equal to 99 degrees. Let us substitute x equal to 99 degrees in equation number 1, so that we get the equation number 1, this is x plus y equal to 180 degrees. So x is what, 99 degrees plus y equal to 180 degrees. This 99 degrees will transfer the side. So what we get here, y equal to 180 degrees minus 99 degrees. So we get here y equal to, how much we get, let's see, that is, we get here, that is 180 minus 99, 10, 7, this is 1. So 17 minus 8 is 81 degrees. Now we got x comma y value, like x is 99 degrees and y is 81 degrees. Then what we have to find out, find the angles. Therefore the two supplementary angles are, angles are 99 degrees and 81 degrees. Add 99 and 81, we get 180 degrees. Now we go for one more question, not fourth one, but we go for the similar question to this. These are the supplementary angles. That means sum of two angles, if you give us 180 degrees, they are called supplementary angles. If you take, what about the complementary angles then? If sum of two angles is 90 degrees, they are called as a complementary angles. So we do the problem on the complementary angles, that is question number 7. Okay, question number 7 will solve it. It is very interlinked with this. So let me go on, let me explain this. Two angles are complementary. The larger angle is 3 degrees less than twice the measure of smaller one. Find the measure of the each angle. Simple. There supplementary angle, here complementary angle. The procedure will be same. Let us assume that first, let us assume that the two complementary angles are, the two complementary angles are x and y, where x is greater than y, అంటే x అనేది larger angle, y అనేది smaller angle. So the sum of two complementary angles, equal to, we know, that is 90 degrees. So let us add the what are the complementary angles, x plus y equal to 90 degrees. This is equation number 1, and it gives another statement that the larger angle, the longer or larger angle is 3 degrees less than twice the smaller angle. Twice the smaller angle. That means to make this statement, x is larger angle, this x is 3 degrees less, so minus 3 degrees. Twice the smaller angle. Smaller angle is y, no? So twice of the smaller angle is 2y. Twice of the smaller angle is 2y. Larger angle is 3 degrees less than twice of the smaller angle. This minus 2y you transfer this side. X minus 2y equal to minus 3 degrees. This is equation number 2 now. From equation number 1 and 2, let us see. From equation numbers 1 and 2, we get, what we get from the equation number 1 and 2, let us see. From the elimination process here, x plus y equal to 90 degrees. Here x minus 2y is equal to minus 3 degrees. See that x coefficients are already equal. So which shall be cancelled now? We can't, because both are positive. Let us make it with let us multiply with minus to the second equation. So it is a plus, so it become minus. It is minus, so it become plus. It is minus, so it become a plus. Why? Here is plus. Plus into minus is minus. Minus into minus is plus. Minus into minus become plus. Now we can cancel this both. Here 1y, here 2y. 1y plus 2y. It is plus 2y now. This become 3y. 3y equal to 90 degrees plus 3 degrees. That is 93 degrees. This 3 degrees you transfer this side. Y equal to 93 degrees by 3. 3 ones are 3 threes are 9 and 3 ones are 3. That is y equal to 31 degrees. Now let us substitute y equal to 31 degrees in equation number 1. What is equation number 1? That is x plus y equal to 90 degrees. Y is 31 no? X plus 31 degrees equal to 90 degrees. This we transfer here. X equal to 90 degrees minus 31 degrees. So x equal to 30 minus 10 minus 1 is 9. 8 minus 3 is 5. That is 59 degrees. Therefore, x comma y equal to 59 degrees comma 31 degrees. At last we can write the two complementary angles are 51 degrees and 39 degrees. Sorry, 59 degrees and 31 degrees. So in this way we can finish that. So I hope you understood this complementary angles problem and supplementary angles problem. Now we go for fourth question. Already we have completed third question and seventh question. With this fourth question we will complete this video and remaining 5 questions will be explained in the next video. Okay. The fourth question is, the taxi charges in Hyderabad have two components. Okay. The taxi charges will be collected in the two components, in the two groups. What are the groups? See, the fixed and per kilometer charge. So if you go to the metro cities, there you can observe there will be fixed charge wherever you get down in a for certain kilometers, like up to 3 kilometers there will be fixed charge. Wherever you get down in the first 3 kilometers or first 5 kilometers, they will charge a fixed charge. From there, how long you wanna go, on every kilometer they will put a extra charge. See, the same thing. Up to first 3 kilometers you will be charged a certain minimum amount. From there onwards, you have to pay the additionally every kilometer travel. For the first 10 kilometer, you will be paid 166 rupees. For the journey of 15 kilometer, the charge paid rupees 256. So, what is the fixed charge and what is the charge per kilometer? Fixed charge is not given. Charge per kilometer kuda ivvaladu. So, how much does a person have to pay if he travel the distance 25 kilometers? See, you have to find out two questions in this. The first one, let's go for fourth solution. Okay, the fixed charge, let us assume that the fixed charge is equal to rupees for first 3 kilometers, where first 3 kilometers equal to rupees x. For first 3 kilometers they charge x. For first kilometer, within a 3 kilometer, wherever you get down, they will be charging x rupees. So the additional charge per kilometers, additional charge per kilometer. So that is what he asked. What is charge per kilometer? The additional charge or extra charge per kilometer equal to suppose rupees y. Additional charge D, ante the extra charges for every kilometer will charge like a y, and for first 3 kilometer it will be like a x, and the person paid a person paid for first 10 kilometers rupees 166. So for this statement, see, there will be charge for x kilometer. First 3 kilometers the charge will be x rupees. First 3 kilometers to x rupees. Then he travelled only 10 kilometers. For first 3 kilometers already charged some amount. For next, how many extra kilometers he travelled? Other than 3 kilometers, first 3 kilometers charge came here. Then 10 minus 3 kilometers he travelled. That into y, that equal to rupees 166. First 3 kilometers here. Then for 4th kilometer, 5th, 6th, 7, 8, 9, 10. For next 7 kilometers, see, x plus 10 minus 3 is 7 kilometers. For next 7 kilometers, he paid y rupees. That equal to rupees 166. This is equation number 1. Now, a person paid per first 15 kilometers. For first 15 kilometers, they paid 256 rupees. Yes, 256 rupees. That means in this first 3 kilometer charge is x, and first 3 kilometer x rupees. First 3 kilometer x rupees. మళ్ళీ ఇతను ఎంత వెళ్ళాడు 15 కిలోమీటర్స్ వెళ్ళాడు అంటే 15లో ఆల్రెడీ ఫస్ట్ 3 కిలోమీటర్స్ ఛార్జ్ చేశాడు అంటే ఇంకో 12 కిలోమీటర్స్ మాత్రమే ఛార్జ్ చేయాలి. సో 15 minus 3 into y. 15 minus 3 will get 12. That is rupees 256. That is x plus 12y equal to rupees 256. This is equation number 2. From 1 and 2, from equation number 1 and 2, we get, from equation number 1 and 2, we get understand that, see, here x plus 7y equal to rupees 166, x plus 12y equal to rupees 256, whole by minus and minus. To cancel this plus x and minus x, here it is minus y equal to 7 minus 12 is minus 5, y equal to minus 166 minus 256. 166 minus 256 is minus 90. Minus minus cancel. This 5 will transfer this side. So y equal to rupees 90 by 5. 5 ones are 5 18 the 90. So y equal to rupees 18. Here you have to make it sure. That is, what is y here? The additional charge per kilometer. The additional charge per kilometer. అంటే ఒక కిలోమీటర్ per kilometer equal to rupees 18. For additional charge for 1 kilometer it is 18. Now this y value if you substitute in the equation number 1 or in the equation number 2, we get the x value. So let us substitute y equal to rupees 18 in equation number 1. What is equation number 1 here? X plus 7y equal to rupees 166. Here x plus 7 into rupees 18 equal to rupees 166. X plus 18 sevens are 126. So rupees 126 equal to rupees 166. This 126 you transfer this side so that we get a x value, that is rupees 166 minus rupees 126. That is x equal to rupees 166 minus 126 is rupees 40. That means therefore the fixed charge for first 3 kilometer equal to rupees 40. Then the second question will be there. The fixed charge will be 40 rupees, and for every additional kilometer they will charge rupees 80 rupees. Then the second question, how much does a person have to pay for travel the distance 25 kilometers? If a person travel 25 kilometers, if a person travel 25 kilometers, we have to pay here we have to pay fixed charge for first 3 kilometers, for first 3 kilometers plus additional charge for kilometers, additional charge per kilometers. So you travel 25 kilometers now, that means in this fixed charge is rupees 40 plus additional charges, that means out of 25 kilometers for 3 kilometers already charged 40 rupees, that means for remaining 22 kilometers they will pay 25 minus 3 into 18 rupees 40 plus here 22 into rupees 18, that equal to rupees 40 plus 22 into 18, 396 rupees 396, that equal to rupees 436 rupees. So the person will pay 436 rupees if we travel 25 kilometers. If we travel 25 kilometers, see, let us balance this. He traveled to 10 kilometers, so how much he paid? Rupees 166 he paid. And in 10 kilometers no 40 rupees. For next 7 kilometers kedda okoka kilometer ke 18 rupees. So 40 plus this is 126. 40 plus 126 will be equal to 166. Next 10 kilometers. Next he traveled 15 kilometers. For the 15 kilometers there will be 40 rupees for first 3 kilometers. And next for 12 kilometers, for every kilometer 18 rupees. So this will be equal to how much? 18 to the 36, 3 carry, 18 1 the 8, 216. This 40 plus 216, 40 plus 216, 256 rupees. Yes, for 15 kilometers he paid 256. Simple. If you travel 25 kilometers, for first 3 kilometers it is 40 rupees. For next 22 kilometers, you will pay 18 rupees for each kilometer. So what here? 18 to the 36, 3 carry, 18 to the 36 plus 3 39. That means 396 plus 40. So you will be paying for 436 rupees. 436 rupees you have to pay if you travel 25 kilometers. I hope you understood, and this is enough for this class, and the remaining problems we will solve in the next video.